This is Tekken Master here, and I'm going to give my pick for the biggest spectacle slash moment in a game. The biggest spectacle and moment in a game for me this year was in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, the final stage, Till All Are One. The encapsulation of the climax that is within this level is just on a whole other level compared to everything I played in 2012, as far as like finales and endings, and it was just so well done by High Moon Studios. So you start off, before I begin, throughout the whole campaign you've played as the Autobot side or the Decepticon side at one point in the stage, and just been fighting against each other the whole time. So what the final stage, Till All Are One, does, it basically plays to the strength of the medium that is video games and allows you to play as both sides at the same time and switch back and forth. So you start the stage as Soundwave, second in command to Megatron on the Decepticons, and you go in to lay siege to the Ark as it's fleeing the Nemesis and trying to escape through a portal. And you launch in, and you just start wrecking on Autobots and destroying, and you launch, and as Soundwave you have the unique ability to launch out your helpers Laserbeak and Rumble, which is very familiar if you're a fan of the cartoon series. He would do that all the time. So you're just going through Wreck and Shop with Rumble and Laserbeak, and you have some objective to get done to blow up some cannons or something. So you go through, do that, and then all of a sudden a cutscene happens, and it has the Decepticon insignia, and it flips over to the Autobot insignia, and you're basically now playing as Jetfire, going to defend from the attack that Soundwave just launched onto the Ark by shooting down the tow cables that he was on. There's three of them, but you shoot those down as that he launched onto the ship to get on. So you do that. It's this amazing scene here because you're in an epic space battle in vehicle mode as a plane, and the setting is just amazing with the background. Because on one side you have Cybertron in ruins, in fire, just burning. Fall of Cybertron. It basically is like the literal imagery there. It's just Cybertron has fallen, and it's just on. It's going down. Stuff's going down, and then on the other side you have the portal that is the last hope for the Autobots to, escape this despair and hopefully defeat the Decepticons. So you're playing as Jetfire, and you're shooting down tow cables, and it's just stuff's going down. It's crazy, awesome action sequence that you from the last one that you were just in. And so you do that, and then out of nowhere, Bruticus just shoots past you and onto the Ark. And for those not familiar, Bruticus is basically a combiner transformer, which is multiple transformers made into one. In this case, it's the Combaticons who form him. So you shoot onto the Ark, and now you're just wreaking even more damage on the Ark to try and stop it from escaping. And so you're just destroying as a giant combiner transformer and trying to get to your objective to slow down the Ark, and just destroying left and right Autobots and buildings and turrets and what have you, and you can't be stopped. You just mow through a crowd of Decepticons or Autobots like it's nothing, and then basically the Autobots are like, okay, we need reinforcements. So Jetfire, who's one of the aerial bots, is like, alright dudes, we gotta get it together here, we're getting the crap kicked out of us. So then, you roll in as Jazz, who is basically one of the coolest Transformers because he's so suave and cool. He's like, I got this. Jazz on the scene, just rolls in vehicle mode, and then uses his grapple hook ability, which was really cool to use in the campaign. It's pretty cool. And so you roll in, grapple hook in, and you just proceed up to Bruticus, and it's oh, yeah, it's like David vs. Goliath, but I totally got this covered because I'm so awesome. And you just proceed to use a ton of the mechanics that were in the single player to take him down, because you have to whittle down his health, grapple onto him, and then shoot him in the face. Who doesn't love to shoot people in the face, right? And then after that, that's like the second part of the boss fight is like the air bots are like, alright, we got some air superiority backup for you, and you basically take him, or you trip him up, call in an airstrike him, and like it ends with this awesome cutscene of just Bruticus being thrown from the arc and just like hits one of the pillars of, or not the pillars, but like the what would that be called? The it's not a fin because it's not a fish, but you know, those things on a plane that like help it go through the air. And then so yeah, that happens. And then the way the game starts is basically it starts at the beginning, or it starts at the end rather. Like you have this cutscene, and then it tells you, you know, however many days beforehand. So now you're back to the beginning of the game to see like all the stuff has happened. Cybertron has fallen, and you're back to see, okay, that's how this happened. This stuff goes down in the beginning, not to spoil anything. So it's like stuff goes down, and you're like, oh crap, how did this happen? So now you're back there, and now you're at this epic stare down of a moment. And High Moon did a really good job here because it leads up into Optimus Prime, leader of the Decepticons, versus Megatron, leader of the... I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, versus Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. And you basically have the choice between choosing Optimus or choosing Megatron. And there are like minor differences here as far as like combat and like the in-game cutscenes within, but either way it ends with the same final cutscene where the fight has happened, and like as the fight's happening, just crazy stuff on the arc is going down, as like there's destruction all around both Megatron and Optimus, and it's just like, wow, this is insane, this is crazy, so epic. And then like you have this beautiful CG cutscene that ends with both the Nemesis and the Ark going through the portal. The fate of both crews lies in the air because we have no idea what's going to happen. Cybertron has fallen, and that was just wow. That was like the biggest moment in spectacle to me, because it was like over the top action sequence, like multiplied every time you got a new character. It was just new action sequence of just like, wow, this is crazy and insane and so fun to play through. And then like it just amazed me so much. And then once we come back for more in the next game in the series, hopefully, and we get to pick up where we just left off of this crazy battle, and like what the F is going to happen next, or where is this taking us to Earth, and what's going to happen there, or who knows. But yeah, just amazingly well done. Great job, High Moon Studios, and just that stage I can play over and over. It is easily one of the best in-game sequences ever, and it never gets old for me to play it, because so yeah, good job. That's my pick for winner of the 2012 biggest spectacle / moment in a game. Follow Cybertron Till All Are One stage, developed by High Moon Studios.